Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum did break below the more imminent support, which forces us to reconsider the lower degree wave count. Not necessarily yet the higher degree, but of course a drop like that, and it was quite a drop today. Don't know what happened, but it's across the altcoin sector, I mean, these candles are huge. That's a bit of a red flag, a bit of a warning sign here. I highlighted in the last few days alternative wave counts for Ethereum as well, in case such a drop happens. Due to the high number of 1-2 setups we had on the chart, there were a few warning signs that something could be coming. But of course, as long as you're holding support, you go with the current count. But the alternatives are obviously on the table. And what are the alternatives? What could happen now? Obviously, things happen very quickly. So I'm going to show you first a different interpretation on the lower degree time frame. That can happen very quick and change very quickly and be invalidated very quickly. But at the moment, this would still be a possible interpretation. And in this scenario, I wouldn't change anything really here. I took out the micro count for Ethereum, but it is still possible that we had a 1-2 setup here on the 5th of April. The top came down in a wave 2, had a profitable entry point here. I think that was the last one before the current one. Then we moved up in a possible third wave, so we could count that here as a third wave, and we're now coming down in a fourth wave. This is even technically still possible and valid in an impulse, because we don't have an overlap with wave 1, but we broke below 1994, so it makes the impulsive structure unlikely. However, we might be able to recognize it as a diagonal pattern, okay? That all of this is a diagonal pattern which is unfolding, and there are different possibilities. I could say, okay, maybe this was the wave 1, this here was a wave 2, and now we're working only on the wave 3 of the diagonal. So that's all possible, but as soon as we're taking out the $1,800 level, that will be less likely as well, and we're coming down quite impulsively. First line of support here, in my opinion, is the previous wave 1 high range. We had this high, this high, this high. We talk here around the 1930 to 1950 level. It is a level of support I highlighted in yesterday's video, because this is also where this ascending trend line is moving. Yeah, so we need a bit more clarity, need a bit more patience to see until when the dust settles, how does this unfold here. I'm not too confident about this yet. I want to see where do we find support. So I take it off the chart again, but this is an interpretation that's possible as long as we're holding sort of the, first of all, 1930, 1950 level. We could get a bounce here higher in a fifth wave. Below that, I think it would take us sort of to that range of the previous swing lows, around $1,800, $1,850. This is also where we had these highs, these lows. So we need to observe that level. From a higher level point of view, we have something similar as on the Bitcoin chart, where, let me zoom out. So there is of course the potential that all of this, I haven't actually put it on this chart, but it's the same as Bitcoin, that the move where we spiked here a few days ago, that this was an alternate, that this wave 1 actually topped here. It's a very unusual structure, but possible. Wave 1 here, alternate 1, and then we've got an alternate wave 2, which could send us back lower. And I think I highlighted that support area for this wave 2 yesterday in a video, and we're talking here about, and this would only be if we have to change the higher level assumption that the third wave hasn't even started yet. We then talk about a setback into the area between 1754 and 1533. From here we have another chance to rally then in a third wave. If we break below that, then it will be difficult for the overall bullish count. Wouldn't necessarily mean we're going to retest new bear market lows, or test new bear market lows. In my opinion, it's a bit too early to talk about that. I mean, if you zoom out, not too much has happened, but these waves are always, these red candles are always a bit of a warning sign. But then again, things can change very quickly in crypto. Yeah, but I think it's important to know about these pivots, these support areas that I just highlighted. Ascending trend line, the $1,800 level or range, yeah, here. And if that fails as well, then we most likely get a setback here in deeper wave 2. And I would see all of this as one large support area for a possible bullish count. But note that below 1533, things are going to get a bit difficult for the overall bullish count. Of course, there's a bearish possibility as well. We talked about that, I think, also in yesterday's video, that we could have an early C wave top here, like Bitcoin, A, B, C. And that all of this was some kind of a C wave. Yeah, like it could be a wave 1. It can, of course, also be a C wave in the bearish count. But then it's clear if we break below 1533, that will get much more into the focus. And really, we need to see it calm down now a little bit. I don't want to rush into changing scenarios now. We just need to know where are the next support areas, the next pivot points. And then I want to see how it unfolds now. It's always good to see when the dust settles, because things can change quickly in crypto. And then maybe in the next video, I can update you with a more detailed lower degree wave count. Just want to highlight quickly to you the next relevant support areas and places where the price has a good chance of turning around. And also the risk areas, right? Because below 1533, get a sustained break below that would threaten the overall bullish perspective. What else to highlight? No, nothing really. I will update obviously throughout the day on Discord and Telegram as I have a better perspective about the lower degree wave count. It's very early days. So yeah, hopefully you didn't wake up in shock. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we've got some, like, most of the gains of the last few days are washed out. You know, they're all gone again, like, yeah, many of them. I just looked at the Solana chart. I mean, it's just like a red candle, like a straight line down. Not sure if anything happened. I will do a bit of research. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.